As India gears up to celebrate the 73rd Republic Day, I, Anam, final year student, School of Management class, on behalf of Kumaraguru institutions, welcome everyone present here and physically, and all those who've joined us virtually. 26 January is celebrated with great patriotic zeal across the country with flag hoisting ceremonies, parades by armed forces and children. The Indian Constitution came into effect on 26 January 1950, which declared India's occurrence as an independent republic. January 26th was chosen as the date because on this day in 1930, the Indian National Congress revealed Purna Swaraj, the declaration of India's independence from the colonial rule. Today is the day to reaffirm our commitment to unity in diversity, fraternity, and equality among all our citizens. Republic Day signifies the right spirit of independent and individual democratic India. To fly the national flag is a sign of pride and patriotism. It is a positive affirmation of loyalty and commitment. I request the NCC cadets to take over.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
A leader who is close enough to relate to others, but far enough ahead to motivate them, and has been truly supportive. Dr. D. Sarvanan, Principal, Kumaraguru College of Technology. Dr. D. Sarvanan holds a Master's in Fiber Science and Technology from Indian Institute of Technology, New Delhi, and a PhD from the Faculty of Technology, Anna University, Chennai. He has withheld various positions of leadership for 20 years in academics. In his professional career so far, Dr. Sarvanan has guided 8 scholars successfully, leading to the award of PhD, received grants of 65 lakhs from various funding agencies, published 125 plus papers in leading journals, and 23 book chapters with renowned publishers. He holds an Indian patent on single-stage preparation and finishing of cotton fabrics using enzyme, and recipient of ISTE UP Government National Award for Outstanding Contribution in Specified Area, Textile Technology 2013. I am delighted to invite you, sir, to deliver the principal's address.
It's a happy moment that we are celebrating 73rd Republic Day today of our country, which is the finest and largest democracy in the world. And this is a day we celebrate and showcase our cultural and social heritage along with our defense capabilities to the outside world. And this is a day we celebrate the individuals who contribute to the development of our country by distributing Padma Awards. And I strongly feel this should also be the day we should have our own introspection to understand our responsibilities and to work towards the development of our country, and thereby ensuring and protecting our own interests for our own benefit. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for imparting your wisdom and learning. Great leaders invite others on a journey to create more leaders. It's a pleasure to have Dr. Vijala Kennedy, Principal, Kumaraguru College of Liberal Arts and Science by our side for manifesting strength and resolution in us. Dr. Vijala Kennedy is a distinguished academician and an able administrator. Being the founding principal, she brings a blend of scholarship, professionalism, administrative competence, and integrity. She has a proven track record of being a visionary and an excellent administrator, which has made her to excel in institutional building. Her leadership and academic excellence enabled her to win several awards. For her excellent and meaningful engagement with academia, she was awarded the Fulbright Scholarship in 2017. She is also the recipient of UK India Education Research Initiative Scholarship in 2013 for faculty mobility. As an acknowledgement of her outstanding contribution to education and youth, she was invited to Helsinki, Finland by EuroBRICS Youth Forum in 2015. She was also invited to present a paper in the ABBS conference in Moscow. She has also won several awards for her leadership and academic excellence. Dr. Radhakrishnan Award for Excellence in 2017, awards for publication in 2013-2014, and the Best Teachers Award in the years 2008, 9, and 10. Dr. Vijala Edwin Kennedy is a leading educationist in the field of management and has contributed in several capacities. As a professor in KCT Business School and later as director, she has led several path-breaking and progressive initiatives in curricula, teaching, learning, research and collaboration with the industry. As a person of leadership abilities and trustworthiness, Dr. Vijala Edwin Kennedy works towards transforming higher education and achieving new heights for both the institution and her personal career. I invite you, ma'am, to deliver the principal's address.
On behalf of Kumaraguru College of Liberal Arts and Science, let me greet you on the 73rd Indian Republic Day. On days of significance like this, it's important for us to reflect and also resolve. On January 1st, we make resolutions, we reflect for our individuals and for our personal lives. On a day like our Republic Day, January 26th, it's important to do the reflection and resolution for the nation. The resolution, when we look forward, and the reflection is how we look backward. When we reflect our country as a nation, we have grown, we have achieved many things. We have done extraordinary growth in industry, in economy, in science and technology. We have had green revolution, we have had white revolution, we have technology revolution, we have IT revolution, and many more. And today, education is in a revolution because of our current circumstances. And India has emerged successfully after even during the pandemic, and I'm sure that we will emerge stronger and we will emerge better after the current challenging situations. And we need to be proud that we are part of this very dynamic country, and we should be proud that we are part and we are engaged in a country which is growth oriented and which is development oriented. To look forward, we need to make the resolution of being this part of this fantastic country. What is it that my contribution is going to be? A resolution of how I as an individual, as a team, as an institution, how can we contribute to build the nation? We may be in Coimbatore, we may be in a small village, we may be part of a great institution, but every bit of what we contribute goes towards building the nation. How can we make our economy richer? How can we make our technology better? How can we make our country a socio-culturally better nation? And to do this, I'm sure that each one of us in our own activities, everyday activities, or at a larger level, we need to remember that we need to contribute. When we give our best to what we are doing, that's a bit towards nation building. All our forefathers, all our people who have worked for the country, who have given us the constitution of the country, who has given us the independence of the country, did the small bits together. And as a nation, we emerged. And today, that's what is required from us as individuals, as students, as faculty members, as administrators of Kumaraguru institutions. And I'm sure that if we take this resolution today to say, whatever I am involved in, I will be giving my full attention and full engagement. I will seek opportunities to make my neighborhood better, make my state better, make my nation better. And on this Republic Day, let us take the pledge that we will make our country a better place, a place where we will hold our heads high, and a place where we have minds without fear. Let me wish you all a wonderful Republic Day.
Thank you, ma'am, for your insightful message. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. Sri Shankar Vanavarayar sir is one such role model, a mentor, and a guide to all of us. Mr. Shankar Vanavarayar is a next-generation leader, keenly working in areas of education, social impact, entrepreneurship, and culture. He has an MBA from Cardiff University and a PG diploma in International Education Management from the University of Leeds. Mr. Shankar is the President, Joint Correspondent of Kumaraguru Institutions and works with the youth of India with a vision to empower them towards building a greater nation. As a national chairman of CII's Young Indians in the year 2011-2012, he played a key role in various national projects. He is a fellow of the Aspen Global Leadership Network and the Alumna Bajaj Fellowship, and looks at personal transformation as an integral ingredient to impact change in the larger world. Shankar sir is involved in various businesses of the Shakti Group. He founded the Coimbatore Innovation and Business Incubator and the Forge Accelerator with an aspiration to encourage and support innovations and startups. Born in an ancient legacy, Mr. Shankar Vanavarayar is very passionate and committed towards the art, architecture, culture, and history of India. He established the Vanavarayar Foundation with a vision to protect, preserve, and portray its heritage. The foundation also promotes and enhances the well-being of the agrarian community. I am honored to invite you, sir, to deliver the presidential address virtually.
Good morning. Greetings to all of you on this glorious day. Indeed, this is important, a landmark Republic Day, and I wish you all for the same. We are celebrating our Republic Day on the 75th year of our nation's history. Certainly, it is a moment to be proud. We must celebrate the spirit of India, but we must also remember the responsibility of being an Indian. Friends, we are yet again in complex times. One more year, this horrid pandemic holds us at home. A moment when the elusive virus, thankfully less virulent, keeps us watchful. While the public health in our country and the world is strained, the economic and geopolitical condition is stable but stressed, and the health of the world is certainly not at its best. India still has many promising aspects, but the challenges remain. I think this is an important moment when our founding fathers would have wanted us to pledge ourselves to the purpose and the progress of India. We need to remind ourselves that we are truly Indian at heart and mind, and our collective responsibility is for the greater good of our nation. Today, I want to reflect and talk about two aspects. The first one, a few days ago, on the 23rd, in fact, I was reading a message from Sri Naveen Jindal, the dynamic industrialist. But here, I'm reminded him, as an Indian, who liberated our tricolor in many ways. He is the one who went to the Supreme Court of India 18 years ago to fight for the cause of our tricolor being liberated and to be allowed by every citizen, by you and me, to be flown on our houses, in our premises, and just like this on every daily basis, not only on national days of importance. I talk about this because this was a glorious achievement. And this is the day when truly, 18 years ago, that people started celebrating the flag in a truly democratic way. But I want to talk to you about that journey by that individual, because I think each one of us should remember that if one person wants to fight something, wants to strive for something, wants to help to influence, reform, or change the status quo, we still can do it. Each one of us have so many avenues in a democratic republic to do things that we feel needs to be changed. It is that inspiration that I wanted to talk to you about. Secondly, I want to talk to you about something that I saw recently, which was very compelling. We live in an age where data and infographics truly tell us more than paragraphs and pages. We live in an age and a world where innovations and startups are the mood of the moment. And thousands of you, young people, are truly in an age where you can do so much, sitting at your homes with a computer or doing things in an industry or in a lab. So much can be achieved, and this has been inspiring. This infographic, which you will see on your screens now, is something that is truly fascinating. It shows how innovation cycles for the last 300 years has disrupted or innovated things in the world. And if you carefully watch it, it is interesting to note that how each of these transformative changes in our planet has led some nations and economies to lead the world. And friends, if you carefully watch it, you will understand history of how these things were transformed, how these things almost led some people and some countries to lead, as I just said. And if you finally look at the future from 2020 onwards, it's interesting to see how the future might get influenced by clean tech, robotic technologies and drones, artificial intelligence, and IoT. And I talked to you about this because these are things that have already started disrupting us. These are the ways that we can change the status quo, how each one of you maybe can become world-leading innovators, unicorns, and billionaires. This is how I think we have to be inspired, and we in Kumaraguru institutions, in the Liberal Arts College, in the business school, and KCT itself, we should see how we can use our knowledge, our ecosystem, and our inspired selves to build many of these things. India thankfully has great technology education, has a good sense of understanding about sciences, and also our social sciences have been always strong. With all this, I'm sure you should be inspired to make the big change and the great change. Life cannot be just about passing a semester, getting a job, and moving on, when the opportunity for us is to become amazing leaders of change. And when you talk about leaders of change, how can we not remember Mahatma Gandhi, who said, "Be the change." And he said his life is his message for that. And to be the change in today's world means you have to be an innovator. You can be an entrepreneur. You can be a scientist. You can be a leader for social technologies that will impact many more people. All this is very important, my friends, because I think what you have to remember is, at least when India becomes 100 in another 25 years, we cannot be talking about the many social ills and evils that we still live part of. India still largely is in two parts or three parts. This is the time when we have to be inspired and truly, with the whole disruptive, innovative possibilities, a lot of these things can be solved. We have to grow aggressively to take the millions out of their hardships and make this country a lot more equal in many ways. So today, I think it's a great moment when we are celebrating a landmark Republic Day in a time when an unseen virus has still kept us locked in some ways. We have to think of this context and see how some people are still making a change. The scientists, our public servants, and so many people are still working hard to make a change. We too can do this, and that responsibility is greatly upon us. I want to wish the many of you over the last year who have been successful to make so many dramatic changes. The academic achievers, the sports winners, the NCC achievers, and certainly also the many innovators, researchers, and so many others, and the social impactors who have made change. I want to wish so many of you, and once again, I think it is important for all of us to wish and pray that we will fight this pandemic in one more round, in this third round, and we'll come back to campus soon. But we will come back to campus on the 75th year to remember that we have the possibility to make great change with our lives, with our ecosystems, for this country and beyond. Friends, once again, let me wish you a wonderful Republic Day, and let us spend today reading our Constitution, reading our founding fathers, reading Mahatma Gandhi, Dr. Ambedkar, and so many more people about the greatness of this land. And let us celebrate India. Best wishes to all of you. Look forward to seeing you very soon. Jai Hind.
Sir, thank you so much for those distinguished words. It was truly impactful, influential, and inspirational. Moving ahead, we have the special address by alumni in Armed Forces and Civil Services. First, we have Commander Jayakrishnan N. Nair, retired, Indian Navy, an electronics engineer by profession, specializing in aerospace and avionics. He has served the Indian Navy for 25 years as an aviator and was responsible for the successful planning, execution, and delivery of several projects and assignments across diverse segments. Commander Nair was associated with many DRDO projects while in service and has been selected as technical expert by the DRDO TDF program under the Make in India initiative. Presently, he is a pro bono defense and aerospace consultant. With the cheer, I welcome you to share your thoughts virtually, sir.
Good morning, respected faculty and students of Kumaraguru. May I thank Dr. Vichilesh for inviting me to address you today. The whole nation is celebrating the 73rd Republic Day today. By inviting me, you have honored both serving and retired soldiers of this country. Our Constitution came into existence 72 years ago. It is rated as one of the best in the world. For soldiers like us, Republic Day is very important. On this day, the Prime Minister, on behalf of our nation, pays homage to all the soldiers who have laid down their lives for our nation. President of India reviews the colorful RD parade at the Rajpath, where the leading contingents of armed forces and other paramilitary forces march in. I had visited your campus a few times. You are very lucky to have such a wonderful place to be at this stage of your life. I completed my graduation from KCT way back in 1991 and joined the Indian Navy. I completed 25 years of my service prior to retirement. Our armed forces have evolved a lot and are in the process of modernization now. Nowadays, ladies too get equal opportunity to serve the combat arms of our services. Forces are truly professional and are a wonderful place to be. They offer you the entire spectrum of technologies you have studied in your college. If your head of the institution permits, I would certainly have a session on SSB interviews, which would help you get inducted into armed forces. Being located at Coimbatore, we are a part of the Southern Defence Corridor. Forge is one of the founding partners of IDEX under the Ministry of Defence. I find a huge opportunity for Kumaraguru to participate in the ongoing IDEX projects. Of late, our government has given a lot of impetus to defence manufacturing in this country. Odisha is the largest MSME cluster in the country. Kumaraguru should exploit this opportunity and move ahead for the benefit of our students. India is one of the largest importers of defense equipment in the world. This situation is currently changing. Our government has decided to stop all defense-related imports in another 3 to 4 years. There is a huge opportunity for indigenization where we can certainly participate. Our constitution has ensured a robust democracy for all of us. It has also provided us with a well-trained and a dependable armed forces for the nation's security. NCC and NSS play a major role in shaping good citizens for the country. I would recommend you to join this organization during your college days. Giving back to society is what education is all about. Though our constitution has existed for the last 72 years, we are little short of giving the much needed basic comforts to all our citizens. Our constitution has worked well in keeping this nation together under a democratic federal framework. But there is a need for economic development at an accelerated pace. Social justice is one area where we need to improvise. Corruption needs to be contained further. Unequal distribution of wealth is a challenge to this nation. I hope youngsters like you can do a huge contribution in the coming years by bringing the benefits of the economic development among the poorest in the nation. On this occasion of 73rd Republic Day, my wife joins me to wish every faculty and student of Kumaraguru the very best and a colorful COVID-free academic year ahead. On this Republic Day, let us pledge our commitment to the nation's development as a tribute to the martyred soldiers. Let us enjoy the freedom given by our Constitution and pledge that we all will contribute to our nation in the days to come. Thank you so much. May God bless you all. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for those robust words. Next, we have Geetanjali Janarthanan, an Indian Forest Service officer of 2020 batch of Madhya Pradesh Kadar. Currently undergoing training in Indira Gandhi National Forest Academy, Dehradun. Graduated from KCT in 2014, an NCC C-certified cadet, a KCT Achiever awardee, has also received Mahatma Gandhi Sports Fellowship. She is an active sportswoman with varied interest in martial arts, shooting, badminton and tennis. An international karate player with 3 consecutive state gold medals during graduation in KCT. I am delighted to welcome you to share your message virtually, ma'am.
Hello everyone. Firstly, wishing you all a very happy Republic Day. It's indeed an honor and a privilege for me to be addressing all of you today on this very special occasion. It feels even more special for 2 reasons. One, KCT is very close to my heart, and secondly, this Republic Day, the day on which we gave to ourselves our constitution, is of importance to all of us here as citizens, and a little more important to me today as a public servant. I have very fond memories of this particular place we are all seated in, because as an NCC cadet, I remember marching along these corridors during the Republic and Independence Days, and every morning we had parades of NCC happening here. Most of us being college students here, I don't want to bore you with the usual motivational talk that I'm called to give. Rather, I would just share a little about my journey of being a college student to a civil servant today. It all started with a small dream and a vision in 2013 as a college student. I think this iconic place that we are all seated in was also created with the grand vision of our chairman. So my dream of being into the services was laid during my college days, precisely 3rd year of college, when I was weighing all the career opportunities that were there in front of me. I chose this particular stream largely for the following reasons. Firstly, it's the magnitude of impact that one can create in the lives of people around us. Each policy decision that we take is going to impact millions of innocent people around you. Secondly, being in this service, I think you'll be able to give a little back to the society that has contributed into making you as a person. And I don't have a background of civil servants. My parents were not bureaucrats. But being from a business family and also growing up in a city which has a lot of entrepreneurial aspirations, I did have this idea of starting a business of my own. But today, the dynamics of civil service has entirely changed, where a lot of management principles are also being incorporated into decision making and policy making. Talking particularly about the forest services, I've been a sports person all my life since school, college days, and I always enjoyed being outdoors. So this particular service gives me a lot of opportunities to explore and experience myself as well as the nature and the world around me. So this little dream of mine is what has brought me here, and I cannot forget the role of my parents, friends in KCT and outside, and all my well-wishers. I think Shankar sir also knows well about my entire journey of this preparation. I would call this process as a journey rather than as a destination, because throughout this entire journey, I've learned two very important things in life. One is patience and the other is perseverance. Patience because this was not a very short process for me. I passed out in 2014 and I had faced numerous setbacks before I could clear this exam. And perseverance because this never give up attitude year after year when everyone around me was telling me to try other things, other avenues in life. So this is what kept me going throughout the entire phase. So one thing that I genuinely believed in was when you work with all your heart and your soul for something, the universe in turn somehow brings it all back to you. I would like to talk a little on the role of KCT in shaping me as a person that I have become today. Since my college days, I was active in most of the clubs in college, and being a sports person, I had participated in a lot of karate tournaments also. So I was hardly seen in any academic sessions in class, most of the times on duty. Both civil engineering department and the institution as a whole has enabled me in pursuing my interests and also provided me a lot of opportunities outside college, which has led to an overall personality development in a large sense. KCT is more of a community than as an institution to me. It has given me friends for life, mentors to look back to, and a home to belong to. Shankar sir has been a family to me. Despite the fact that I go off radars once in a while during my preparation days, that hope and the confidence that all of them had on me is what kept me going. So with such fond memories in my heart, I would like to thank the college administration, Jana, my batchmate and friend, for approaching me, and Shankar sir and the entire college administration for giving me this opportunity to talk in such a place which is very close to my heart. Let me close this with wishing all of you a very happy Republic Day once again. Let's not forget the spirit of a constitution and the responsibilities that it has endowed upon us. And let's all strive to do our little bit towards making our families and communities stronger, which in turn would contribute to our nation building process. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, ma'am, for your kind and encouraging words. Now, I request everyone to raise for the NCC song.
हम
Thank you, cadets. Gratitude is a sign of noble souls. As we near the end of the program, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the dignitaries, guest members, faculty members, students, parents, social clubs, the NCC cadets, and everyone for their presence and contribution physically and virtually in making this a notable event. Therefore, while rejoicing in the glory of our country and its accomplishments, let us all unite to spread a wave of love, peace, and light all over the world. Let us become good citizens, follow social and moral ethics, and lead India responsibly to achieve the India of our dreams. Jai Hind.